Hello, everyone. This is Anson from AnsonAlex.com, and welcome to part 3 of my 2013 video series on using Twitter. I know it's been a little while since the first two, but I told you I'd get you at least another video, and I'm probably going to have one or two more after this one. This one is on hashtags, one of the most talked about topics in social media and specifically Twitter. So we're going to take a look at hashtags, how they work, and what their real purpose is. So I hope it helps, and enjoy the video, everyone. Okay, so here we are in my Twitter account, and to get things started, I think the easiest definition for a hashtag is just a topic. So if you're tweeting and you are tweeting about a specific topic and you maybe want other people to see your tweet who are also interested in that topic, you'll use what's called a hashtag. Now, if you look down the list of people who are tweeting that I follow right now, you can see some of them are using hashtags. This one's pretty simple. Right down here, the Wonderland group is tweeting about hiring some new employees, and so they hashtagged the word hiring. So if I were somebody who's looking for companies that are hiring, I could either go up here and I could search for hashtag hiring up at the top of my Twitter, or I can just click on this hashtag hiring. And now I'm going to see all of the tweets where people have used that hashtag. So you can see here's another company that's hiring freelancers. Here's somebody who's looking for companies that are hiring. And if we go down here, all of these tweets, most of these tweets are going to be related to employment. Okay, now that's a really simple example. Let's go ahead and go back to my homepage here. We can take a look at some more people who I follow, what they're tweeting with their hashtags, but I also want to show you over here to the left of Twitter, we have this trends section. And this is where the most popular topics on Twitter right now are listed. And they are based on where you're located, your IP address. I could change that by clicking on the change button, but these are going to be popular in probably the United States. I'm on the east coast of the US, so somewhere in that area. But if you look, this first one, this one that says, I'd be lying if I said, these are on Twitter all the time. It's just a topic that somebody comes up with, and people can tweet what they think might be a funny answer to that topic. So if you just scroll down here, the first one says, I'd be lying if I said blondes are better than brunettes. So that's obviously that person's opinion, but people are just trying to be a little bit satirical, sarcastic, funny, and so you could read through these. Every day there'll be a different one. It might not be I'd be lying if I said, it would be something else. So if we look over again on the left, so just to reiterate, if you were going to participate in this conversation, you could come up with something witty, and then you'd have to use the I'd be lying if I said hashtag so that everybody else kind of participating in that conversation could click on the hashtag, and then they would see your tweet as well. Now, it could also be as simple as where you live. So let's say you're just looking for information in Florida. You could just go up to the top and search hashtag Florida and just see what comes up. Florida is pretty general. It's a big state. But if you could do it for your specific city or even your neighborhood, and maybe there's an event going on, and you search for your neighborhood, and then you kind of see what people are saying about the event, something like that. So you can see we've got a lot of political stuff here when we do the hashtag Florida. We also have some stuff for Flo Rida the rapper. So, it really depends on what you're looking for. I'd like to also just show you that on the left side of the screen here, we also have some other popular trends that don't have a hashtag. One of them is Russia. That happens to be because of the whole Snowden thing going on. Russia granted him asylum. I'm not going to get into politics here, but basically this is a topic that is popular on Twitter without even using the hashtag. So a lot of people are tweeting about Russia right now. They're not hashtagging Russia, but Twitter's saying, look, this is a really popular topic right now. We're going to include it in our trends over here anyway. So even if you're not using hashtags, sometimes your tweets will show up when either people search something or click on a trend over here on the left side of Twitter. So in a second here, I want to compose a tweet with a hashtag. But first, I just want to say that I think hashtags are really fun for big events. And right now I'm talking about elections. Without getting into the actual politics of an election, one thing that I really enjoy is using Twitter while I'm watching a presidential debate, because people will be tweeting back and forth their opinions. Each candidate might have their own hashtag, and then there'll be a hashtag. I think for last year it was, election 2012, and everybody who was tweeting about the election was tweeting with that hashtag, so you could see other people's opinion as the debate was going on live. It kind of made you feel like you weren't, whether you were watching it with some people or not, it made it feel like you were watching the election with, thousands and thousands of people, and it just made it kind of, to me, it was more of an interesting experience. So that's another way that you can use hashtags. To actually tweet with a hashtag, it's really easy. Let's take a look. I'm just going to go up here to the top left to compose a tweet. And I'm just going to say that I'm testing out the use of hashtags, but I'm going to put hashtags with the hashtag symbol. And you'll notice that when I start to type after putting in the hashtag symbol on Twitter, it gives me suggestions to what it thinks I might be looking for. So it's going to show you some of the most popular suggestions up here. So I'm just doing hashtags. So if I keep typing, there we have it. It does come up as one of the popular hashtags. You know, if you just do the hashtag and then the letter A, you'll see some of the more popular ones for that. The letter B. So if you might have your favorite song, you could tweet it and use the hashtag best song ever, and it will show up with the other people who are tweeting about their favorite songs. So it's just a really cool way to kind of bring people together, follow specific topics and trends on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually tweet this so you guys can see this on my Twitter account. And I'm going to tweet, and now you'll see when that tweet shows up, that word hashtags is a hashtag that I could click on. We'll see if anybody else is talking about it. I doubt too many. Okay, some people are saying, stop the hashtags diarrhea. Some people really think people use hashtags too much and don't necessarily understand the reason behind it. So it's a kind of a controversial topic, but to me, I don't use it all the time, but it definitely helps out if you're looking for a specific topic or trend and you want to see what other people are saying about it. So in addition to @mentioning now on Twitter, you should have the ability to use hashtags. Go ahead and tweet me if you want. My Twitter handle is AnsonAlex. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up here on YouTube. I will be releasing at least one more tutorial for Twitter, talking about Twitter privacy here in 2013. I've got a bunch of Google Apps videos coming out right now, talking about the new admin console for Google Apps for Business, so check those out. So if you want to see more technology tips and tutorials, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all I have for you today. This is Anson from AnsonAlex.com.